Hello folks, welcome back to the Flying Southerner channel. Today we are on Cathcart Circle, we're in the class 380 and we're going to be doing a bit of a clockwise loop run on this map. So let's get our train alive and set up. Safety's on as always. Car doors unlocked. And we will get logged into the system. Journey ID, what's our code? 2 Oscar 24. 0 2 X 2. Hang on. Oh, let me hit cancel on that. Try again. Our journey ID is 2 6 3 4 1. And then our driving ID is just going to be 1111. And accept. And accept. There we go. So we're now logged into the system. We've got a class 385 here. There's a 314 over there. We're 4 coaches today in this Desiro. Just chuck us back in neutral for now. And we should have the path shortly. For some reason, there's an SWR. I probably know what that is. Probably going to be a livery thing. But that's supposed to be transparent. But I have an SWR livery installed, although originally would be LNWR. On there. There we go. As a... Is that a 385? Yeah, that's an 85. Leaves here. Will be the next ones to go, I think. Double 385, where are you off to, I wonder? You don't have anything during your PIS, okay. Right. Let's lock our... It's telling me to lock the doors, even though I shouldn't, because in real life you need to wait for the... Oh, okay, we won't be leaving for a second, because... Oh, there we go. Now you're right. Right, let's go. As another 380 comes into Glasgow Central, we are evacuating. Next stop is Pollokshields East. And on the service, we're calling that Pollokshields East. Queen's Park, Cross Hill, Mount Florida, Cathcart, Landside, Pollokshields East, Shorelands, Maxwell Park, Pollokshields West, and Glasgow Central. We're former 4 coaches today in this German Haggis. And if you're wondering why I call it a German Haggis, the train's made in Germany and operates in Scotland. So there you go. And we've already committed a speeding offence. Typical. Anyways. Yeah, there we go. So yes, our next station is Pollokshields East in just over a mile's time. What's really cool is it actually shows you your next stop on your TMS as well, which is really neat. Like the IETs do. There we go. But yeah, we are formed of... Okay, I've done something naughty. There we go. We're formed of the 4 coaches today in... So with this route, originally you'll get the 314, the 380 is a separate DLC, and the 385 layers in from Edinburgh, Glasgow. Yeah. And you've also got the 158, which is poking through there. You can see it. So the 158 is also a separate DLC. Mainly layers onto 5 Circle, which is where the Class 170 comes from. We might see a couple of those running about. We'll give them a 2. We've got the C indication, as I say, we're going towards Cathcart, so let's go. Yes, this is one of the first free remaster upgrades TSW had. So this, which is similar to what's going to happen for GWE when that remaster drops soon-ish by the looks of things. There's another 385 Hitachi AT200 there. Okay, so that speeds on round. Yes. But in TSW news, there's an Xbox sale on at the minute for a few routes, so if there's like any routes that you're missing on Xbox, might be worth having a look at the sale. The 805 released, haven't managed to get my hands on that, but I do want to, but it will be a little while before that actually happens. What else has happened in TSW land? Yeah, I'm just trying to think what else has happened in TSW world. See, and then, oh yes, and Trent Valley is currently in beta testing apparently. Oh, there's a 314. One of, yeah. Yes, but same chassis as the 313, except the 314 uses overhead line equipment for power. There we go, so we will pull in here. Ooh, those broke up. Okay, we'll open the doors. There you go, so that's basically a PAP with a pantograph. And also a nice little detail on these is that on the front of the train it tells you which coach is the wheelchair accessible coach. Just makes it easy for platform staff. So if you ever on a German Haggis and you want to actually no, that's actually good because actually thinking about it. Just need to zoom in a bit closer. Here we go. Do my usual tweaks. But as I was saying, basically the number is there just to tell the platform staff where the wheelchair accessible area is. Just makes life a bit easier because we go. Because it might not be the same every single time. There we go. So we will take a screeny with the 380. There we go. That's thumbnail sorted already. I was going to do that later, but I saw the opportunity and I was like, you know what? Let's do it. Right. Anyways, we're good to go. So let's lock the doors. Apparently this train was ETCS capable. I didn't realize they were, but there you go. Right. Next stop is Queen's Park which will be very shortly. Yeah, this route I kind of like to describe as like the the Glasgow version of the Overground? Maybe? That's how I perceive it. Use this bridge as my breaking point. Because the station is coming up very shortly. As you can see, the stairs got the stairs there for the station. Here we are at Queen's Park. Not to be confused with London Queen's Park under London Underground. I believe the Overground stops there. No, it's just Bakerloo, I think. Yeah, it's just the Bakerloo line that stops there. But there you go. Right, let's open the doors. There's another 380. This is why I like this timetable. It's busy, but it's not London, so you're not gonna like to see trains running about the place all the time. Okay. Right, let's lock the doors. Next stop is Cross Hill. There we go. That's from Melbourne. There we go. Right, Uh, there we go. Yes, here we are at Cross Hill Station. Oh, I wonder if there's any way where you could find the actual journey IDs for each different route according to the timetable. There's probably somewhere on the internet where you could find it, but that's probably a future me hunt, shall we say. But yes, anyways, next up is Mount Florida. No, we are not going to Miami. Although, then again, we don't have any TSW routes in Miami, so that could be an interesting idea. Dovetail if you're listening. I could insert a Will Smith joke here, but I'll probably get copyrighted. I have to say, you don't go particularly fast on this route, but it's a nice, like, chill little route. But yes. Yes, here we are at Mount Florida. We go, so, and then you can then go take this path off down to for Neilston services, I think. Yeah. Right, let's lock the doors. And our next stop is Cathcart. Yeah, the thing I like about this bit is just like a nice, slowish cruise around Glasgow. Just feel like kind of relaxing at the same time. Because those you got the Pendolino, which is like super quick. Whereas you got this, which is a bit slower, and see on this you're going to stop a bit more. But yeah, yes, here we are at Cathcart. Where we will continue round the loop. Yeah. Apparently it's getting us to stop at the 6-car marker. Fine, we can do that. Cool. Let's get our doors open. Also, what I like Dave's done here is like the no image expected here things when you bring the train to a stop is realistic. So yeah, good stuff though. We'll have a quick look at the station. We've got a few seconds. Very similar panel to like a 700 or a 350. And there you go. And also, I can show you all, and then when we get to the next station, I can show you this train's little party trick, which is what makes it quite different from other trains. Right, let's get our doors locked anyway. Go. Next stop is one side. And I'm already speeding, of course. Turn the game up slightly actually, because obviously I don't have to deal with as much wind noise as I would do with like an IUT or Panda. There you go, there's the outside of the train. Yes, here we are at landside. Right, seeing as we're here, I can show you the party trick on this train. So if I pan my camera around towards that would do. Now if I hit the gangway extends. I think it's the only train in the UK to do it, but it's cool. Just pop it back in. There we go. There we go. So, and of course, passengers must not cross the line. We get no, we're a train. Right, lock the doors. Alright, next stop is Pollokshaws East. We're nearing the end already. Okay, we've still got a few stops to do, but yeah. Already halfway around, which is really nice. What I like about this train is like it's seriously not overcomplicating things. I mean, if you look at this desk, if you compare it to a 700, yeah. compare it to like an IET or something, obviously this is a bit more simplistic. But anyways, here we are at Pollock Shores East. But yes, it's got the same PA panel that you would find in like a Class 700 or 707. It's the exact same one. Looks identical. Probably take you. Okay, no, not gonna take you through to the passenger compartment quite yet. But because it's starting to go. Right, next stop is Shorelands. And we're coming into Shorelands already. That's the thing with this one. It's like a very high density stopper on the route. There we go. Got an SCR marker. I could tell, is that a joke? Yes, I can actually. So, a driver starts his first day as well, a driver on the rails, and then he's sent with an instructor, and then he sees the Escort marker, and he says, "Now, bearing in mind that this new driver is French, so he goes, where does the S-car go?" Driving examiner says, "You pull up like a snail right up to it." Kaboom. Okay, that was terrible. Okay. Yes, I'll quickly show you the show you the passenger interior. It's not like Thameslink style iron board seats, but pretty comparable. Of course, got your bike space there as well.
Please do not leave your luggage.
There you go. Right, we can lock our doors. And our next stop will be Maxwell Park. Well, it will be once I pop the train back in forward. That would probably help us out. Yeah, although I'll tell you one thing I did see that I was like, I wonder if it will work with TSW. So, Avanti West Coast used a company called Smart Simulation for their training sim. And then I thought to myself, hang on a second, could this work with TSW using the API? It would be cool, however, I imagine the equipment I'll need is very expensive. But yes, basically it looks like an IoT controller. And they probably wouldn't sell to consumers either. Well, they might do, at the right price, but, you know. But I would love to have going like a proper train cab simulator like the train operating companies in the UK have got. So if any just happen to be viewing this video right now, and if you are, I will be pleasantly surprised, then you feel free to get in contact. Obviously I've got Discord, got email and all that fun stuff. And yeah, we might even be, if you want me to, have like a training sim, More than happy to. There we go. And our next up is going to be Pollock Shields West. Oh, we've had our first AWS scream at us. Oh, an incoming 30-mile-an-hour restriction. Better get slowing for that. Here we are at Pollock Shields West. We are apparently standing here for 5 minutes. Okay. We can go do. In that case, I'll just check the DRA on and we can go, have a look at the station. Only we are running ridiculously early. There you go. Yeah, we'll have a look at the train. Have a look at the interior in more details. Obviously, you've got your standard class area. So you've got your priority area as well. These things do have guard panels. Yes, they do. There you go. There's one of them. I don't know if guard mode is supported. Probably is. And then of course is this first class? They're still standard. No, this is still standard class. But it's got the toilet here. Standard. Oh, these trains not equipped with first class. Interesting. EVs have a very sparkly jacket. Or weird lighting things. Okay. I will report that. I will make a note of that for... Yeah, that looks very shiny. No, I do not want to go up the service. So yeah, that looks extremely shiny, but it hasn't rained. Okay. Gotta love a good train horn. You've got a cab end for the guard compartment as well, so obviously you can, control your doors. Buzz. It's a simple beeper on this one. Because you got all your safety systems. Who doesn't love a good safety system? Got your batteries, your aircon. Your door control key switch. Yes, there we go. And then wonder if anything else is due to come round this way. Let's see. Let's check the departure board. When's the next train on this platform? It's the 0852. We due out in a minute and a half. Yeah. But I have to say, the black clothing looks, very glossy. Like, very glossy. Like, it might have caused that lighting issue that we just saw. But yeah, it's fine. I can get it reported to Dovetail. Please have your tickets ready for inspection. Yeah. As I say, I think that might be a game thing. I'll report that to Dovetail and see what they want me to do. Probably will be a case of, thank you for letting us know we're on it. Anyways, I better close my cab door so I don't be an absolute donkey and take off with my cab door open. Now, how does one close your cab door using the cab controller? Is it a case of just pulling it? I think it's just going to be a case of pulling it. Go, so we'll get back in our seat. We're good to go, so let's close the doors. Take off the DRA, back into forward, and our next stop will be Glasgow Central. Where this service will terminate today. Hmm. Okay. As we come round here and get ready to come back into Glasgow Central. Ready for this train's next run. There's class 314 there. But yes, I can imagine that with the GWE remaster, consoles may struggle a little bit. But yes, because obviously with how detailed it's looking, if you haven't seen the article, I will drop a link in the description for it. Yeah, there's another 158, two 158s coupled together. Fun fact, it is physically impossible to operate a 158 without a guard. Because they don't actually have door open buttons in the driver's cab. That is all done through the guard, unless of course the driver gets out his cab in order to go do the doors. Okay. We're already going to line 4. I've just been out with a massive lag spike. Give it a second, it will come back. Well, because it's just trying to spawn an absolute ton of trains in right now. There you go. If you tank that low, I just did. No, it's probably got trying to load a ton of trains in at the moment. I'll come back in a second. Don't worry, people. I'm sorry for the lag. Actually, 1 second. Settings, advanced. What's my screen percentage at? 100. Let's turn that down. Yes. There you go. You got a slight brief look at my settings. There you go. Problem solved. Yes. But for those wondering my settings, I will pop them down in the description. I usually run at 4K Ultra. I just had to drop the screen percentage down a bit because it was causing game was having an absolute hissy fit. So, I mean, I only have a 3060, but you know, there you go. There's another 380 there. There's another 385. And we need to wait for a platform allocation. I have a feeling. We know it's going to be platform 6, so we just need to wait for platform 6 to become available. Yes, 50 mile an hour for all lines. As we come into the station. Make sure we can still see it. Let's turn our array on. But yes, apologies about the lag just then. At least we know what the issue was for next time it happens. Ooh. Oh, hello, fellow train. You. Hey! Is it just me or did that AI train just spad? Okay, that's just confused me. Why is that AI train spadded? Just wait for the signal to become clear again. Just contact the signaler, deny, wait for signal to change. There we go. Didn't have to wait too long. Hang on. DRA. There we go. And we are now coming in back into Glasgow Central. I was about to say Queen Street there, but that's a completely different station. So we swing on round. Where are you putting us, game? So what we got here, we got some V85s, a couple of 153, 158s. Those two are going to couple together very shortly. The next service out. So we're bringing this 380 back in. After its quick run round the loop. How did you just brake? I didn't ask you to. Okay, well. Anyways, we'll get the door open. But yes, this train is going to terminate here, so we will remember the headlight switches. Go. Gold medal, nice. Bit of speeding. There we go. Right, let's return back to free roam. Oh, flipping that. Come on, game. I know the next scheduled service is due out in half an hour. There we go. So, guys, thank you very much for watching this video today. If you enjoyed, like, comment, subscribe, and all that stuff. And yeah, catch you lot soon. All right, cheers. Bye.